Who would have thought Tony Khan grew a set of balls and fired our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, also known as CM Punk? So the real question is he CM Punk or is he CM Junk? Let's find out.
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody.
Welcome to the Stone Cold Wrestling Network. I'm Josh. He's... And we're here to talk shit about stuff we have absolutely no idea what we're talking about because we don't work backstage in AEW. The topic of today, who would have thought, Austin?
Phil. What's he got himself into this time?
Honest to God, it sounds like a lot of shit.
Maybe the unemployment line.
Yeah, so,
I mean, definitely.
To our Chicago locals, if
Yeah.
you see Punk at the unemployment office, please let me know.
Yeah, give him an ice cream bar.
Give him an ice cream bar.
Make sure he ain't got no fucking muffins around him.
If he's got muffins, run.
You're fucked.
Seriously, though. How does it get to this point?
Honestly, I don't know. I was excited for him to come back.
That's what I
Very
want to
excited.
preface this whole episode.
Big fan.
I am a huge fan. We literally, if you watch the video, we literally went to Collision a couple weeks ago solely to see CM Punk. And we might have seen one of his last appearances ever in professional wrestling.
Which is wild to think about.
I mean, the dude is insanely talented on the mic. I'm going to be honest, I never thought his in-ring work was anything to write home about, but his character work was so good that he didn't have to be an AJ Styles in the ring because, fucking CM Punk. But in retrospect to that, his AEW run, apart from the promos and the MJF program, was kind of mid, no pun intended.
I have to agree.
He was so slow, dude. I feel like even Jeff Hardy moves better than he does now, and that's bad. And it could be the drugs, no offense.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
where do they go from here now? I don't see him being able to go to really any other company.
well, my take on it is I think he's too fragile to go to Japan.
Yeah.
No company in America could afford him apart from AEW, who I'm going to assume is not going to have him back.
Yeah.
And
honestly.
I don't think WWE wanted him before, and you can almost take it to the bank that they sure the hell don't now.
I feel like they want the money from him, but that would just, it doesn't weigh out evenly, honestly, with the trouble that it causes.
Oh, no. And honestly, I hate to say, we was just talking about this the other night. Even though all this happened, whatever Tony Khan has had to pay him, whatever, it was worth it just for that return pop in Chicago.
100%.
That's like a top 5 wrestling moment of all time. Love him or hate him, bro. The people fucking wanted him back, but I did not think we would get what we got.
No. I don't think anyone was expecting the way this ended up.
I thought the brawl out would have been the end of him. And when he come back, I was like, well, shit, all right, everything's cool. But how long did it realistically take? Like a month or two? And then this shit started happening with Jack Perry?
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like a month or two at most. Who would have thought after fucking brawl out we'd get brawl?
If we got brawl in, you're actually but really, and I'm not trying to defend any you grown men. Who is really in the wrong? In relation to the Jack Perry and CM Punk.
I feel like this one's just
both of them was acting like fucking children, but back to brawl out. I don't think anybody in AEW could manage a fucking gas station, let alone a Target.
Yeah, no.
I'm glad Tony finally stood up and done it because now that sets the tone for the locker room that, hey, I'm the fucking boss. Don't forget that. I might be cool and coked out 24/7, but I'm the fucking boss at the end of the day. It's my dad's money that pays your paycheck.
And I'm glad he finally stood up and did it. Like, I honestly did not expect him to.
I didn't expect him to do it either, honestly, because they literally made a whole Saturday.
Fucking Saturday show.
They made a Saturday show just for Punk, and they can say what they want to. That was made specifically to
100%.
keep Punk away from the Elite, and you can never change my mind about that.
CM Punk was.
Collision made Punk. I'm just saying. I just can't reiterate how much I hate it because I don't know if he's really a prick or if he just doesn't give a fuck and whatever's on his mind he says, and that does tend to piss a lot of people off because they don't want to hear some of that shit.
No.
There's a time and a place, and he picked the wrong in every possible situation.
Like, I don't understand exactly going through his mind. You're going to fight Jack Perry? That's the guy that you choose to just go ahead and fight.
Like, why? Was
Of
Jack
all
Perry
people?
worth losing your job over?
Yeah.
Unless he wanted fired.
I could see that.
Unless
too,
he
actually.
just wanted fucking.
I could see that.
Because I don't know how contracts work, but maybe it was a situation to where if he quit, he didn't get paid.
Yeah.
Maybe if he got fired, he got paid out. He got bought out.
see that.
His contract got bought out.
I could see something.
I don't know how that works. So I have no fucking idea. I want to act like I do, but there were so many matches we didn't get.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that the bridge could have been patched, and we either could have got Punk and FTR versus the Elite, Punk versus Hangman again, or even Punk versus Omega would have been up. And I'm just saying, get ready to flame. We're going to get flamed in the comments for me. Punk and Omega would have been 100 times bigger main event for All Out than MJF and Adam Cole. Fight me. Yeah, fight me. I think they'd drew a couple thousand more if they'd had Omega fighting Punk.
Oh, yeah. Spicy take, but I agree.
I mean, the MJF and Adam Cole thing was cool, but it was just plagued with. It was a Roman Reigns match level of plagued bullshit. Do better.
It really sucks for Rick Starks, too.
He was about to get that push, dude. Yep, that's the whole reason they had like Steamboat there, dude.
Yeah.
Like, so now they I don't know, man. There's so much shit about it that just makes me mad.
It like so much stuff comes out. Like I don't know what the fuck to believe. At this point, I'm just kind of tired of hearing it might finally.
Me too, because I hate it for them. 2 of their biggest shows in company history has been outshadowed by his bullshit.
100%.
That's
like last one, best selling, like ended looking a bit
paid attendance. If everything's legit, both of them's guilty of forging the numbers, I'm sure. So,
100%.
and that's any sport, I would say, not just specifically to wrestling. But if they really did that, I don't even hear anybody talking about the show.
None of the matches.
And it was a pretty fucking solid show from start to finish. Honestly, I loved it.
Everything I've seen.
I paid for it, and I usually don't, but I was pretty happy with my purchase. And then I hate to see that, man.
I think it could have went differently too. Like I feel like Jack Perry saying that just to get some heat, being like adults and minded about.
You're right.
I could have set something up.
I mean, my take, and I've used this analogy throughout the Punk bullshit that's happened. If Edge and Matt Hardy can repair their bullshit enough to put on some bangers that they did, nobody has any excuse.
Like,
Matt literally got
yeah, I was just thinking that in my head.
And they patched it up. And I'm sure, I know you've watched that documentary. So they went out there and both was like, well, fuck it. You know
Swinging
what?
on each other.
You deserve it. Hit me.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give it back to you. But they was men about it. They were professional as fuck about it.
They realize they have a job and they could make it even better by
turn it
using
into
this stuff.
money.
Exactly.
Controversy creates cash.
I just have a little bit of heartbreak too. In that case.
And I'm going to touch on that for a second. I find it so funny that both of those dudes have found peace, family life, are in better states than they've ever been. And here's Lita.
Yeah, it's just nothing to do with either of it.
Hate that for
Happens.
Back to the topic at hand. What are the odds you think he'll show up in WWE? Because that's realistically the only choice of him ever wrestling again. Unless
Slim
this
to
bridge
none.
can be fixed, but I highly doubt it.
Honestly, I think slim to none. Not even in just like sense of them maybe not wanting to give him that much cause the issues back by having him. I feel like after this, he's seen that it's exactly what he. I don't see him even wanting.
Honestly, I agree with that. I really do. But man, could you imagine that pop at Mania? At Mania at the Rumble.
Oh man, I would love to see.
Well, I will say, and we've talked about this too, I do not think he would stir the shit he does in WWE because they wouldn't put up with it.
Exactly.
If he'd been sitting at one of those press conferences beside Triple H or Vince McMahon, you think he'd went on that rant?
Oh no.
And even if he would have,
they'd have shut that shit down so fast.
They would have sat there and been like,
yeah, just scared to death. Watching that man eat his muffins
that's
and go
all
on
he
a
did.
fucking tirade.
That's all he did. And I love Tony. Seems like an amazing stand-up dude who literally just loves pro wrestling.
Breeze it.
And has the money to fucking do a SmackDown versus Raw general manager mode with people.
Yeah, just doing it in real life.
But man, you've got to be a boss too.
I'm glad maybe this is a step in that right direction to actually do that.
I hope they turn it around because I don't really see the comparisons to WCW like people say. Like literally go back and watch any episode of WCW from 2000 till the end, and you got like Viagra on a pole.
I watch them often, and it's not like good quality content. It's fun to watch.
But
this is different, in my opinion.
I do see the comparison to the inmates running the asylum.
Oh yeah,
and this now I'm not trying to call nobody out, but Young Bucks, Kenny, Hangman, whoever the fuck is involved, I don't give a fuck if you paid for and built that company for the ground up. Not a single wrestler one should have any kind of creative.
No.
You could have input on your character and kind of drive where it goes, but I bet they could just walk in that fucking office and say, I'm not fucking losing.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's not going to say a word about it.
Yeah, nobody should have full creative control.
No, fuck no. Look, it
turns into a Hulk Hogan situation, brother.
It just...
Worked for me, brother.
That's bad booking, brother.
Yeah.
And I love all the dudes involved. We love wrestling. I want it to thrive. And if it thrives better with him being gone, then, well, fuck. I've got a lot of good memories from him.
Maybe it's better for him, too, because it seemed like he was just stressed and unhappy. I'd like to see that dude just happy and living life more than I care about him being
Is that possible for him? Is he just that bitter of a person that even just normal day life just pisses him off?
It really seems that way with everything I've ever heard.
And damn, dude, I've said it 100 times, but I hate it because I am a mark for the dude. But, all right, I'm a mark for the CM Punk persona, but Phil Brooks kind of seems like a dick.
Yeah, just a little bit.
He doesn't really seem like somebody I would want over for a family dinner.
Yeah. Like, I wanted to see him do good in UFC. I want to see him succeed, but at the same time, it seems like he's his own worst enemy.
Oh, I agree with that.
It seems like he doesn't want to succeed, really. He feels like he should be succeeding, but doesn't really want to or something.
I mean, you've had several jobs. At my job right now, if anybody's watching, I'm sorry. Do I like all of my coworkers? No. In fact, I fucking hate some of them. But am I going to go start shit with them? No, because what's going to happen? I'm going to lose my job.
You have to be there every day.
Yeah. It's as simple as that, dude. It's nothing more, nothing less. And I can't imagine what a wrestling locker room is like with the even in today's age. I'm sure it's bad. But, dude, as big as a fan as I am, at the end of the day, you are putting on stitched costumes and fake fighting each other. Maybe chill out just a smidge.
A tiny
bit. It's not
bit.
that serious. I don't think. I'm not a wrestler, but, man, if I was making that much money to do something I've always dreamed of doing, I don't give a fuck if I'm sitting in catering 90% of the time and losing in 10 seconds to fucking Bo Dallas on main event. I'm there and I'm a part of the experience.
Yeah.
I'll never understand that, man. Maybe he'll go tear up the indie scene because there seems to be a lot of money in the independent scene right now. Cardona's making a fucking killing
all over the place.
He knows how to market himself like a son of a bitch, though.
Love that guy.
Great dude, too.
Nice as hell.
Nice as hell.
Run into him maybe at a little figure stand in a convention or something.
Bullshit with you about figures. And I don't how do you even have a conversation with him? He knows more. He's forgot more than I'll know in 50 fucking lifetimes.
Love that guy. God.
He's the indie god. And maybe CM Punk will come and dethrone him. I don't know. But, I mean, I want to... Interact with us. I want to know what the fuck you guys think about this because I love Ty, and it don't got to be no harsh act because we love him.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But I hate what he's doing. So I can see both sides. I can see any argument that anybody would throw because odds are it's 99% right. There's 100 different takes on this, and all 100 are pretty close to being right.
Like at the end of the day, we don't know everything that's going on,
or
even what actually happened.
We'll never know
unless they release that fucking Wembley Stadium video. We're not going to know what happened.
We'll never know. And we probably shouldn't know.
Oh.
The internet has ruined wrestling in that sense. Because, I mean, the internet shit was obviously around when we were kids, but I didn't
people
read
feel
that.
like they have the right to know everything that's going on, like we should be part of it. When
I'm guilty of that too. Though.
I mean, yeah, I like to see it for the most part. But at the same time, when it starts coming into like the way this shit with Punk is, at this point, I'm tired of like seeing it in general. I'm just glad it's over. Because you never know what's true, and it's going to cause you to form opinions on things that really you have nothing a part in. I
hate to keep bringing them up, and I won't even name drop them again. But that's big problem when a couple of key people in your company are really big buddies with a certain wrestling reporter who gives out stars.
That does indeed happen.
And it definitely sways the perspective of things very highly. But on the flip side, who knows? Just keep it in the locker room.
Yeah.
If you got a problem with him, take it outside. I will agree. Yeah. Take it outside, whoop his fucking ass, get it over with, or shut the fuck up and be a man about it and just go your separate way.
Honestly, I don't even see the problem with what happened. If they just he said step outside and they stepped outside.
Let them fucking
do it.
I think I've seen this comment on a couple Reddit posts. I think AEW needs to have a brawl for all.
Yeah.
I really think they should.
Fucking get goddamn Butterbean out there
I
and
would
knock
love
somebody
to see
out.
Butterbean fucking knock both the Young Bucks out at one time with each hand.
time.
And I'm a huge fan of how talented they are, but I do think that they pull the EVP card like a motherfucker. Kenny, not as much. I don't get that vibe from him.
Yeah.
But they're insanely talented. They're like this generation Hardy Boys for real on crack.
I can agree.
No pun intended.
Yeah. If they didn't get on crack.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
At least one of them.
But I don't know. Just be a wrestler and that's fucking it. Don't worry about nothing else. Show up, put your damn boots on, go put on a 20-minute banger that Meltzer's going to give you 10 stars over and get erect over, and just call it a night.
Yeah, man.
And go to the next town.
Maybe film a YouTube video.
Maybe film a YouTube series that I admittedly don't watch.
I do.
Is it good?
It's pretty good. There's a lot of people in it, like from backstage at AEW.
Maybe I need to watch. Travis loves it. Love you, Travis. Is this where we stop ranting about CM Punk?
I guess so, man.
Because if you haven't noticed, I mean, realistically, we're too stupid to bring several changes of clothes, so to think that we don't film multiple episodes in a row would just be stupid because who would? You would do the same damn thing.
Just like Tony Khan.
Because we don't let you.
Took this advice from him.
How many people have been to an AEW show? Because have you noticed he'll come out there absolutely gated.
Oh, bad.
Like, his eyes are as big as round as this fucking title, which I'm still the champion, by the way. I know we've not made a video in a while, but I'm still the fucking champion. I'm sure it'll be defended tonight, and I'm sure I'll retain. But he'll come out there and hype you up for the show, which I think AEW shows should be mandatory to start at like noon. At the fucking latest. They'll give you a 2-hour banger episode of TV. No hate there.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
He'll come out after another 8-ball and freak the fuck out and get you hyped for 2 hours of Ring of Honor, it feels like.
Yep.
That'll drag on. By this point, it's midnight. But wait,
there's more.
He'll come back out off another 8-ball and hype you the fuck up for Rampage. Holy shit, Batman.
Surprise.
That's over. By God, it's like 1:30 in the morning. But wait. Then he'll come out there and hype something fucking crazy up, and then somebody who wasn't on the card will come out there and send the people home.
This time he's off like the residuals from the previous 8-ball, so he's a little more mellow that last time he comes out.
He's out of coke by that point.
Yeah.
He's winding down.
He's ran out.
And I love everybody involved. We're just being funny. I love you, Tony Khan. I have nothing but respect for how much you've changed, in my mind, changed the industry. You've made WWE better.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly.
I've never done cocaine, but I'd do a line with you, Tony.
I would too. Hit me up. Next time you're in Lexington, we'll be there. I promise.
Now,
I mean, wrestling, apart from CM Punk, is better than it's ever been.
Yeah. We're in a boom period.
You ever see this Punk, though? I truly hope you find peace and find what you're looking for. And at the end of the day, as much bullshit as it is, I don't know what went on. I have red hair. I have a bad fucking temper, so I have no room to talk. And I just hope the man's happy walking his dog and hanging out with fucking AJ. Really.
Eat you a muffin or two.
Have a
good life.
Take Larry for a walk, man, and just ride off into the sunset. You've done everything.
You deserve it, man.
There's nothing more you can prove to me. You're not the best in the world. No offense. That's Will Ospreay. But you're in my top 5 of all time. And as long as you don't stir no more shit, you'll stay in the top 5. Is that it?
Sounds like it.
Well, we love you. It's damn good to be back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Tune in. I don't even know what the fuck the next video will be.
I don't know what day this will come out. Maybe this is just tomorrow?
This better be out tomorrow. This is like
Sunday
this is a next day delivery.
Oh, yeah. Fucking prime that shit.
Prime that shit. Call us Jeff Bezos because we send these bitches out same day.
Time to fucking go.
Time to fucking go.
We're gonna pull a Tony Khan and get some more going.
This guy. Tune in. Get ready. Stay in your seat.
Down. Coming next.
Smoke down. Coming next. Ah!